So we've built the sides, the front, and the back, and our next step is to build the vent window on the mini greenhouse. So I've laid out my 4 pieces of metal. When you open up, there's other pieces. Those actually become part of the roof, so we're just going to set them aside for right now. But you need the, and you can see it in the instructions, and all the parts are numbered. But you need your 2 sides, your top, your bottom, and get out the piece of polycarbonate that's going to go inside. We're going to put this thing together. If you take a close look at the pieces of metal, there's like some stripes on some side, and the other side is flat. Some pieces will have stripes on both sides, in which case it doesn't matter which side is the outside. But the stripe part is for the outside. That's so that you know. So we're going to put a screw through that hole. It's a number 2 Phillips, right into this part of the top rail. Okay, not that one, this one right there. Now that the sides and the top are together, you can slide the window in. Remember, I'm building this face down, so I put the white side down. The white side of all the polymer has to end up on the outside of the greenhouse. That's because of a anti-UV protective coating that's on each piece of polycarbonate. So when you've got it done, this is what it all looks like. I use the tiny little screws to put the lever on. Notice I've mounted it so that it folds up, not so that it folds down away from the window. That's really important, the direction of it. And it's all, notice I have all the shiny sides on one side and the striped sides on the other, all facing out. And the white part, don't forget, I'm going to have to take this apart later. I'm just showing you, right? So I haven't removed the film from both sides of the polycarbonate. And you should as you go. So it's clear, and it doesn't say Global Super Polycarbonate Sheet. Now we're going to build the staging shelves. These aren't just to put plants and things on, they're also structural. And they need to be put in the greenhouse. Make sure you at least put 2 on each side. So you could have 2 on one side and 4 on the other. Most people would go 3 and 3. But this is how I lay it out. I put each side rail there. I'm building this thing upside down, so it's all exposed to me. And then each of the slats, I put 1 bolt in each end. And then each of these are going to go over top of that, just like so, where the hole goes over top of that. And then you tighten it all up. I'm going to build you one and show you what it looks like when I'm done. Okay, so it's done. All 10 bolts and nuts are tightened up. Looking at the bottom of it, that's what it looks like from the bottom. That's what it looks like from the top. Okay, from the edge and from the edge. Notice how I kept having you put 5 bolts everywhere, and there was an extra 3 for all of these things. That's where they attach into. Right there and right there on each side, front and back. And then the shelf allows you to put things on it, but it also gives lateral stability to the greenhouse. Go ahead and make the other 5.